Hi everyone, my name is Renee and I'm from Michigan. I'm a real estate agent and investor. And I just want to go over quick today the 4 basic ways to raise money for a deal. Of course, you can use your own money. A lot of people start that way because it's just plain easier and it's familiar. And it takes some work to do to get approved for a loan, but it doesn't involve the messiness of finding someone to work with. So it's generally a little easier. So this is just from my experience. I might get something wrong here or there, but generally this is what I found out on how to raise private money or other people's money, OPM. The first way, I'm going to start from kind of the easiest or most basic to the most complex. So the easiest way is to simply get a loan from someone to put down like as a down payment for a property. So this might be called like a promissory note or just a personal loan, however you set it up. I do recommend going through a lawyer just so that everyone is on the same page and expectations are known at that point, and they can cover any bases in your state that you might not have thought of. So generally when you do like a promissory note, there's not really any equity involved. The person loaning you the money doesn't have a stake in the property, like on the title or anything. They simply are giving you a loan off to the side for you to then go ahead and invest and then give them some of the profits back plus their original loan amount. So that's the probably easiest one to go about doing. It's maybe the most simplistic. Another one that I found out was the joint venture option. So this is the next rung up on the ladder. So you might hear it called the JV option, where you find maybe 1 or 2 other partners and you all go in together somewhat equally on the property. Or it could be just 2 people and one person provides all the money for the down payment and one person does all the work to get tenants in there, screen people, whatever it may be. So joint venture is another good option that doesn't require a ton of legal work. I do again recommend going to a lawyer just so they can look over the documentation and make sure everything is done satisfactorily and not missing anything vital for the 2 or 3 of you going in together. So another option is to do a syndication. Now this one requires a lot more work and a lot more upfront investment money-wise, a lot more time with lawyers and all the legal ramifications that come from this. The SEC is involved, so you got to make sure that you are doing everything right, and it's quite, there's a lot of due diligence involved, and it's much more involved overall as a process. And you can do accredited investors or non-accredited. There's different rules for each, and it's just a lot more complex overall. A lot of times you'll want a mentor or something like that to help you out with it, especially in your first couple. And then the last option, which is the most complex, is creating a fund. A fund is basically where everyone just pools all the money together. You get a bunch of investors. You got a big pot sitting there. And again, it's highly regulated. You got to make sure you're doing everything correct. So lawyers are a must, a lot of upfront costs, etc. And you're going to update your people from the fund regularly on where the money's going and how they're going to get paid back eventually. So that's it. That took me literally years to figure out and find out from people by asking a lot of questions. Personally, I've used my own money up to this point, but this next deal I'm going to bring in my daughter. So that's how I'm getting to kind of become familiar with this whole process and what each step entails and where I want to go exactly. I think I'm going to stay with the promissory notes and the JVing if I can find someone to go in on a deal with. So my daughter and I most likely will be joint venture on this one, so that'll be a new learning experience. But from my learnings, that's what I've gathered so far. I'm sure there's others that know a lot more than I do, but for those looking for a little assistance, there you go. All right, have a good day, you guys. Good luck with all your choices and whatever you end up investing in. All right, bye.